It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Flippinar, 279. I was on mute. Sorry about that. 279. So how many times does 52 go into 279? 5 years. It's a long time. 5.36, 5.4 years. We've been doing this thing really longer than that. So we had some weeks that we were doing A, B, C, and D when we were deciding if we were going to do a special event. Didn't have them. And but anyway, so tonight's topic: how can one wholesale deal change your life? So we got Adria here. She's here to get us going in the right direction, make this go smooth as a baby. You know what? So if you want to join us live, get pushed to the front of the line, text the word Gator to 205-964-5243. Text 205-964-5243. Over to you, AP.
All right, guys.
You don't think they need to be zoned in a little bit?
Yes, actually, I do, because I can see the side.
Other way. Okay, there we go. All right, that's cool. There you go. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're amazing.
I know. All right, guys. Thank you for being here with us on this Thursday day. Yep, real late-ish, but we still have some wonderful information to share with you guys. Yes, this is the place where we talk about wholesaling real estate with little to no cash or credit, and also other creative ways to invest in real estate, land, commercial, all of it. Storage units. Yes, as Ty mentioned, you can hop on live with us, get bumped to the front of the line, ask your question and any follow-up questions you may have by texting the word Gator as an alligator, see you later, deal you later, calculator, Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243. We would love to have you join us and come online. Come on live. Wanda Hughes, you say no sound? Hold on. I think that was for you, saying no sound from you. Hey, Debbie and Scooter, Ed E, Beauty Queen Dennis, D Young, Killer Simps of America TV. Okay, Deonica, hey, Alonzo, Chef Darnell, thank you for being here. Jawanza, Ricky, True Blue, Wonderful Land Core, just giving y'all some shout outs. James Bowers, what's up? Coming from Nashville, Tennessee. Stephanie, and let's see here. Who else do we have? Ooh, that guy. Random Facebook user, Lavertus, Ramsey, and Elisa. Go ahead and post your questions in the chat there. You know how this works. You post the questions, I'll read the questions, and Ty will answer the questions. And I'll sit on the backside of this microphone where you can't see me and make annoying noises, just, be disgruntled. Are you ready?
I am ready.
You're ready. Yes. All right. So Chef Darnell says, Flip, how are ya? I recently hired VAs for my cold calling and marketing, and so far they have been producing at least 2 hot leads a month. What's your take on this, and what can I do to scale?
Okay, so you've started using VAs, short for virtual assistants, virtual assistant VAs, and they've been producing 2 hot leads per month. Well, just my natural response is going to sound like you need to have them make more calls. Okay, now if those translated into deals, then you should have the budget to add another VA, right? That should double your output if they're as good as the current VA. That's it. You go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. There you go.
There you go.
No one is half the battle.
All right, Zeven, where you been? Flip man got a fancy mic. Been had that mic. That ain't nothing new. Get with us. Get with us. Okay, CJ Coy. Thank you for being here. I see you over on Instagram. Cool guy, you're from Charlotte. Okay, I see you. Instagram, TikTok, you as well. Make sure you post those questions in the chat, and I will read it as well. I know it's hard for you to see what's going on the screen sometimes when we share. Just keep in mind you can always hop over to YouTube or view this Flippinar after we get done. It will be available forever for you to view, and you can also post questions there if need be. Metaphysical Ministries, everything says now who they want, flip, flip, flip. And then Mike Mackin says who they want, flip, flip, flip. What is it? Okay, I'm saying it all off key, off rhythm. No.
Who they want?
Flip. No. Before my time, showing your age. Edward and Mike, all y'all. Okay, Dewan, Raven, I see you, and Michelle. Well, Lavertis, you are in the right place if you want to know how to get started. We're glad you're here. Go ahead and post any questions that you've had. You said I've purchased earlier, but I have no clue on how to get started. So I would suggest that you start by texting the word, or the letters rather, VIP to 205-964-5243. It gives you some great starter videos that puts you on the right page of wholesaling. Some good starters. There's over a few thousand videos there, but just start with those first 10. That should help you out.
And a few thousand.
Couple of thousand.
And a couple thousand.
How many videos are there?
Technically, it's probably
all of them, not just Flippinars, everything.
I'm saying, yeah. I was saying, like, if you can see the YouTube shorts would run it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like over 1,600.
Okay, so thousands, almost a couple of thousand.
Well, to be thousands, it would need to be 2 or more.
So 1,600 would round up to 2, correct?
Well, I don't know. That's got quite a ways to go there.
I would still round up. I'm rounding up.
Got a ways to go there.
I'm rounding up.
Point
if you told me I needed $2,000 and I had $1,600, I was like, I'm really daggone close. I'm short, but I'm really close.
Okay, you trying to buy this? I don't know.
I'm buying this used speaker system.
You short.
You might negotiate with me if I had 16.
Or $400 is a significant amount of.
You might say, give me the 16 and give me $100 a week after that to get to the 2,000, right?
You short.
Yeah. Ooh, you're right. Short is short. It is what it is.
Next person.
Whatever. Hey, Indiana. Dr. Chesify. Okay. Metaphysical Ministry says, Flip, in your years of wholesaling, have you had problems with the title seasoning from title companies? What's title seasoning?
Well, really haven't. Well, whenever you start talking about title seasoning, now you're getting into someone that may be using a certain type of loan to purchase, right? Normally that may apply with FHA. I'm not sure, but I normally don't even have those issues because I don't deal in that form of real estate. But normally it means that the person hasn't owned it long enough for whoever's trying to buy it or trying to get funding for it in most cases.
Mm-hmm.
On that lender, their minimum requirements may be that they've owned it for at least 6 months or a year or maybe even longer. So it's on the buyer. Your exit strategy is predicated on a buyer using a lender that has seasoning requirements. So,
gotcha. Hey, Claude, thank you for being here in Paris, and Camo Andretti Visions, James Chappelle, T. Livingstone, Kimberly Keith, all in the house tonight. Just go ahead. Oh, Mariquilla Penny, you're in Atlanta. I don't think I've seen your name. Are you new here? Just let me know. I just be wanting to know. Just being a little nosy. Okay, so Kimberly Keith wants to know, is it true that there is a cap on flips? A couple of realtors told me you can only flip 5 in Michigan. Yes.
I have
true. Or do they not know what they talking about?
I have no idea on that. I couldn't imagine that being. You talking about a fix and flip, something I bought and purchased, and I can't do what I want to do with it. You know, I not wholesaling. Maybe they have a cap on the number you can wholesale without a license or some other form of documentation or whatever. But I actually spend my money or whatever, however, my resources to do it. You know, maybe so, but that would be hard for me to believe.
Okay. All right. So on Instagram, Al_mastermind_ wants to know, is Savannah, Georgia a good location? People are saying it's too much competition. So thoughts?
Who is people? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go by that, man. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go by what other people say in that situation. Right, because they don't know every transaction that's don't even have a clue on it. Don't listen to that. Please don't listen to that.
Gotcha.
Too much competition. Savannah, Georgia. Well, you know what I got to do here. So
147,000, which we're just gonna say 150. Can I round that up?
That's Metro.
Metro is 404,000.
That ain't possible.
It ain't possible to have that many people.
No, nobody's going. No one. That's still technically a small market, but definitely big enough where you can eat well, life-changing money. It ain't possible for what he's talking about, competition. That's too big of a market. 400,000. Now you can bump and you can run into each other a little bit, but the thing is that everybody just ain't gonna move the same. That's the thing. It's not gonna move the same.
Savannah's pretty.
They're no smarter than you are. Whoever's out there doing it right now, you're not doing it. The only difference is they're doing it and you're sitting around talking about it's too much competition.
Got it. Hold on, Chef. You had a follow-up. That was in regards to the VAs producing 2 hot leads. Got a system, it's working fine. I'm trying to scale it or see if I can push my VA harder. Okay.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. The B-Boys Rule is from Manitoba, Canada.
You don't want to RUNTOFT your VA.
You don't want to run off?
Yeah.
You don't want to run them off?
You don't run off. I think I spelled it right. Yeah.
Runs off.
Anyone knows what movie that came from?
Oh my gosh. Where's Eric Carney when I need him? He's the movie quote guru in our chat. He's slipping.
RUNOFT, man.
He's slipping.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Hold on. It's probably something I ain't never seen before. I ain't never seen that.
Don't call it out.
I'm not, but I ain't never seen that.
No, I'm going to call it out since nobody said it. Go ahead.
The movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, yeah. Great.
Really?
Oh, that's great.
Never seen it.
That's great.
Now I got to figure out who in it. Okay, but that's another story.
George Clooney's in it.
They look country.
You stole from my king.
Oh, they most definitely country. Okay. Gotcha. So JPA Dynamics, thanks for being here with Ivan Legoat and Jervon Plummer. But JPA, Lord, y'all, I am stuttering. Hey, Flipman, this is Audrey. I sent you the commercial property earlier in Skipper's VA, right off I-95. I'll try to send you a video and pics, but it wouldn't go through.
Okay. All right. So just for future references, thanks for doing that. I'll check it here later. But a good app you can use to record video, it's called Loom. It's free. As of now, me quoting this, is free. LOOM, Loom. It's good for recording. Once you record, now you have a shareable link instead of trying to have it to download or upload something directly from your phone. It's another to send it by email or text. This simplifies it for you. Now you can do a YouTube also, but Loom is a little bit more quicker and easier to use, in my opinion. So, and it's good for sharing with potential other wholesalers or cash buyers. So,
all right. So on TikTok, we have a question from DDamJ. I don't know. Can you do this even with the market the way it is now?
Well, how's the market right now?
I don't know. He was asking you.
If you go to Zillow using Zombs,
Mhm.
oh, it ain't on the shirt today. Using Zombs, you'll see it light up like a Christmas tree. Somebody's buying and selling some real estate.
Okay. All righty. Okay. So Miss Lillian, 1976 on TikTok. Hey, how you doing? Go ahead and post your question in there. Yvonne Harris, I see, says, hey, Flip Man.
Yo.
Let's slide over to Instagram where Catch Me Too says hello. But also, when will real estate also use layman terms?
When will real estate use layman terms?
Yeah.
I'm not sure of what he means by that.
I don't know. I guess, I'm not particularly sure because most of the terms we use are related specifically to real estate. And if you're learning this, then you have to learn the terms that go along with it.
Yeah, you have to learn the language.
Yeah, you're just going to have to learn. Some things can be like, what is that? Just,
Yeah,
we're not talking about like acronyms like I talked to a FISBO.
We're not talking about, give me a medical term that most of us can't spell or probably say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. This more simple. You don't have to go, well, I guess you don't have to go to school to learn the words in the medical world, but it ain't that, man. It's not that difficult. Just put the time in to educate yourself. It's only going to benefit you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know how you want to succeed in this world and anything?
Yes. How?
Oh, let me put it that. You want to know how to increase the chances of you succeeding at anything that you do, Adrian?
What is that, sir?
It goes a long way by simply knowing what to do. And part of that is knowing what to say if it involves communicating with someone else. I'm no smarter than you are. Trust me. Look.
Oh yeah, you're not doing good today.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm checking it out.
How did it look last week? Did you go back and review?
I haven't looked at it. So, but no, it's not that difficult, man. It just put the time in to educate. If you don't have the patience to educate yourself pretty much on anything, you might as well go ahead and do something else. Because especially with real estate, it takes a great deal of patience to be effective in real estate, because getting to that paycheck can be slow sometimes, relatively speaking, to someone that's used to getting paid every week or every 2 weeks or whatever. It just, but of course you may get a deal that covers your entire salary for an entire year. So that's what we're here to talk about a little bit tonight.
No. I mentioned that because Chef Darnell said, Flip, you're answering Adrian again and not the camera. Just saying.
Keep me online, buddy. Thank you, Master.
Brenda is her name. When I said you saw in the store and knew him from Miller, but she in Pensacola, she in here. Her name is Brenda Frost. Hey, Ty, this is Brenda from Mary.
Yeah.
Can you help me sell my home in Mary? See, this is what I was talking about last week.
Okay, so Brenda, you have my number. Text me right now. You should have my number.
Yeah.
I gave it to her that day I saw her in Dollar General.
But is this who you was talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's who I was talking about too.
Okay. All right. Well, we're on the same page. Okay. Wonderful.
Now we are. We are now. Okay, so real_hopeful on Instagram.
Yes, ma'am. Answer a question, Brenda. Yes, ma'am. I would love to try to help you in a way I can. Move the Pensacola from the M.
Moving on up to the east side.
I was in Mary yesterday.
To deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. Okay, I'm done. Real_hopeful 2 says, how do I go about partnering up with Flipman on self-storage?
Text the word mini, MINI, to 205-964-5243. Text the word mini to 205-964-5243.
Okay, K-Fox Singer 82 on Instagram. What's good? What's good, people? Stanetta, if you pull that off, we need to talk. I need to talk to you, and I'm going to tell you in the words of Flipman, $ ask Flipman, $ ask Flipman.
Oh, yeah.
The message is, I'm set to close Tuesday with an $174,000 assignment fee. No exaggeration. Thanks to your course. It's a double close and it's a foreclosure property.
Okay.
I need the deets. Go and get your money, get your coins, and get your check.
Whenever you close that, text me, man. I got somebody else I got to follow up with. He gonna do one on the guy in LA from last week.
Oh,
made 22,000.
She said,
I'll
send you the picture of the check.
Okay, most definitely. Can't wait. Can't effing wait.
That means you can take me, you, and a friend to the Beyonce. We can go see Beyonce. Yes, Stanetta, holla at me. Don't think about Ty.
I always raise the money out the shoe.
Out the shoe, and I ain't even a Beyonce fan.
Out the shoe.
But I'll go because it's an experience. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Yuri. Someone on Instagram says you're literally changing my life. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, wow. The information is only a tool. You're going to change your life. You've just been presented an opportunity to do it. What they said.
She said, let's go, Bayhive. Swarming them. All right. So let me see what's going on over here on TikTok. And then I'll slide back over to Facebook, YouTube, and you guys in the chat there. So Yavana says, is there a difference between a land contract and a purchase and sell agreement? And if so, do I need both?
Well, a purchase and sales agreement. So what's the difference between a purchase and sales agreement and a contract for land? All right. So a purchase and sales agreement is just that. It's just you can have a specific contract for land. That's a purchase and sales agreement. So I guess you're asking what's the difference between a contract that you use for single family housing or something of that nature versus something with land. Just a little verbiage, just different or whatever. But they're still both purchase and sales agreements.
All right. Thank you. Let's see here. I think I joined late, but I want to try this. Okay. Never too late. Glad that you're here. Cheryl LaFord said, what's some good ways to find your first property?
Some good ways to find your first property?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. All right. So forget the buyer side of it for a moment. All right. Now we'll go with some low cost stuff and we'll work up. Now, online, what you can do, and it's more of a reverse engineer type thing, you can use Zombs to possibly target tired landlords, people that are posting their properties for rent on Zillow. Okay, two ways to approach that. Most of them that are going to be there are going to be properties that are listed with a broker, a property management company, or a real estate agent. All right, so how you can backdoor that situation is that the person is trying to rent the property. So more than likely it's vacant, which is not a deal breaker if it's not vacant. It just sometimes makes it easier than it is. So now what you'll do is you'll build a list of those and you'll actually reach out to those owners by text, call, or mail, or a combination of those, and see if they want to sell, because you don't want to really go through the broker or the agent or the property management, because that's an opportunity for them to lose money, because now they don't have anything to manage as far as that particular property. So you just reach out, and that prevents you from reaching out to the owner. Now, sometimes the mailing address on file for the owner is the property management company, agent, or broker. Okay. And then you're going to obviously have your ones that are listed by owner. Those, then it makes it easy because normally their phone number is right there. You reach out to them. That's something that doesn't cost you anything as far as reaching out, right? Okay.
And what signs did we say were in the yards? What are we targeting?
Who? Oh, they want to try to find ways to find a deal.
Right. But I'm saying, who are we calling?
Potential tired landlords. You're using Zombs to build a list.
Okay. And this would also apply when you see lease signs on the actual property too.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Well, I'm trying to answer Vincent Martinez and tie these same questions they keep posting.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So another way you could do it, which will cost you a little gas money, that could be have a little bill tied to it, though. But anyway, it could still be one of the least expensive ways to do it. So whenever you're driving for dollars, basically you're driving around looking for real estate. Okay, so some of the easy identifiers are houses that are vacant, that are obviously vacant. You obviously want to tackle those. Now you can just use old pen and paper and record everything and then do some research, but you're going to probably have to have a tool to be able to do that research with. If you text the word tool to 205-964-5243, that's a tool that you can use on your desktop, laptop, but definitely mobile when you're out driving for dollars. I have a video. If you text the word vacant, that video is probably going to be a better one that'll explain how to use it. But so while you're looking for the vacant houses, you can also look for properties that are for rent, going back to potential tired landlords. The reason I keep referencing that is because landlords, people that own rental properties, are the largest owners of real estate because they normally own multiple properties. Obviously, the property that they're living in, but they own additional real estate. Mm-hmm. So you're banking on that they possibly are tired of being a landlord. So now you'll see for rent signs that all have a company on them. That's normally going to be a property management company. Same thing on that. As I said before, with doing it online, you do it offline that way. But the ones that have the generic red and white, black and white, orange, black and white signs, that's normally the owner that they bought that sign at Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart, or possibly Target. And they wrote their number on there. So that's probably the owner. So you go straight to the owner, you bypass the gatekeeper in this situation. Now, when you're out driving for dollars, you might as well keep your eye out for possible renovations going on. Those could be actual buyers, potential investors that you'll be able to wholesale properties to in that particular area, maybe some other neighborhoods that they buy in. So you want to get out, introduce yourself to whoever's there. Hopefully the investor is there, but if he's not, just still introduce yourself, because the people that are doing the contracting work, the renovations, that's an opportunity, a potential opportunity for them to do more work if you flip a house to the person that's funding that project. So those are some free things. Now you can get into building list. If you text the word list, I have a video to show you how to build those lists to target potential motivated sellers, such as tired landlords, divorce, high equity, senior owners, free and clear. It goes on and on. But in that video, I break some of that down for you and show you how to build the list. Skip trace the list to get the phone numbers, and then you reach out to them by text or call. But you can also do the direct mail too. That's what this shirt is for. Got something coming with this soon. You can still go there now and get service, but I got something really special coming. I promoted it a few weeks ago, but it wasn't ready. But when it is ready, it's going to be so helpful to you guys. It's going to be very, very beneficial. Now you can go even higher. The next level of doing your marketing would be Google AdWords. So you need a website, then you do Google AdWords, Facebook ads, things of that nature. That's a little bit more pricier, along with direct mail and bulk. So those are the next level of marketing. Now you can do some networking and all that, and then of course bandit signs. I forgot about those, but those are some of the methods.
All right. Thank you for answering that. Chef Darnell, I do agree, says Flip just gave a whole class on one answer. Yes. And yes. And let's see here. Half pint pears. I got this. I really do. I do skip around sometimes, guys, just because some of the answers that you're getting can be answered with one question versus multiple questions. And then also, if it's something that we've literally said like 1,000 times, I know this is a place to learn, but try to make sure we're adding value to you versus things that can be picked up along the way or by our fellow chattiers. Chattiers isn't a word. Chatters in the box. So yes, let's scroll back up. Thank you for that, though. That was a really, really good answer. Some good info. All right. So let's see here. Someone asked about having a property comp tonight. Absolutely. Come on. Text the word Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243. We'll love to have you on. We can use Zombs to get your property comped and show you how, and others how they can do it too, by downloading that Google Chrome extension for Zillow through Zombs. That will make your wholesaling game a lot easier using something that's free for now. Lay Paris. All right. Lay Paris wants to know, how are the storage deals going for you? Do you have any recent success stories?
We are about, I don't think 3 months in yet. I think it's a little over 2. And we have a couple of properties under contract. So I'll let you know here in a couple of weeks. But to answer the question, how's it going? We hadn't got any money out of it yet, but I knew that it's going to take some time or whatever. So, but the leads that have been coming in, man, it's been overwhelming, but in a good way. That's one of those good problems. I knew that, you know, if I put the opportunity out there, it was going to be some people that were going to run with it, you know, so we'll all be benefactor of it. Nothing prevents you from doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything ain't for everybody. But again, if I had the opportunity to jump right into commercial, most like a lot of people that are watching right now have never done a deal before. And if I had the opportunity back in 2003 to jump right into the commercial world off the top, no matter how long it took, I would have loved to have had that opportunity knowing what I know now. You all have that opportunity. Most people don't, you know, to be able to work with someone like myself with the resource of the network of individuals that I know from all putting all this work in. I'm very, very appreciative to everybody that's participated so far. Still work in progress, but I think I put enough information. Well, I know I have, because people are sending deals in every day, you know, leads in every day. So we're just making offers, you know, so we'll see. Trust me, when it happens, I think we got one that's close. If this one happens, it's going to be really good or whatever. So still got to go through the process. We got an offer that we will accept from a buyer today. So it will be our first good one.
All right.
And so somebody else be. And then they said they can close in 2 weeks. We're going to see. Hope they ain't talking.
Babbage. Yes. Okay. On Instagram, KFoxSinger82 wants to know, when will you do a Zombs tutorial? Isn't there a tutorial already out there?
Tons of it.
Okay.
If you go to Zombs.com, there's a tutorial. Now, I've added more features to it since then, but I've done videos on it already, though. Mm-hmm. I've done videos on the new additions, right? Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Gotcha.
And yeah, if you go to Zombs.com, that's an hour video there.
Copy.
I guess I need to put more energy into that, don't I? I think I'm already, but I need to do more updating because it's come a long way. You remember when we first seen it? It's come a long way.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
All right, Mastermind. I think you might have missed it. We've already answered that question for you. Savannah is a good location. It has quite a number of people, especially when you broaden your
400K.
Yeah, in that metro area. Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. You're in a good spot. Absolutely.
Most definitely.
So the Facebook user just says from Virginia, that was the one asking about comps. Just go ahead and join us live. Again, any of you can do that. And I'll say it again. Text the word Gator, GATOR, to the number 205-964-5243. All right, we got some people from Georgia and Connecticut, but Kimberly Keith wants to know, I guess, like on average, how much is a VA and what script is successful?
Okay, so on average, how much is a VA? You can get as low as maybe $3 per hour.
Or hour.
Per hour.
Ooh, sweatshop.
Huh?
None.
Huh?
Nothing.
But I'm gonna say the normal rate is probably between 5 to 7.
Okay.
If you text the word, what is the word? Scale. I think we're still doing that. Text the word scale to 205-964-5243. Mm-hmm. You can use who I use.
Okay. So Stephanie, in regards to VAs, what do you think about this? Says you shouldn't hire a VA until you know and have a system. So you would need to have a system in place for the VA to fall into, correct?
Well, yeah, great question. Great statement.
Stephanie.
Yeah. Ideally, until you know to hire a VA, now some of them are already experienced because they've dealt with other investors, but they were doing it the way that investor wanted them to do it. Mm-hmm. So you have to have some idea of how you want things done, or you're going to be wasting your money. You're going to get frustrated with it, right? You got to be able to tell them what to do. Normally that's going to come from what, Adrian? You have done it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So in most cases, you're going to probably waste your money if you do it and you don't have an idea of how you want things to go. because again, they've had the experience of talking the real estate game and calling sellers, but that was done based on someone else's method of doing things.
Okay. Okay. Ron Buford on TikTok. A
You have to
VA is
mold
a
them.
virtual assistant. A virtual assistant. Yeah. So let's see here. Lay, yes. Okay, it's just a duplicate question. Yes. Just text that word mini to the number. Yeah, just text that word.
And we already been on 44 minutes.
Yes, we have. Yes, you have. Marquilla Penny says, I'm new. I've been watching a lot of the videos. So, whoa, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Alonzo says, what's this new law in Alabama on wholesaling called SB 228?
You have to have the consent of the seller and the buyer.
Okay.
To collect an assignment fee.
But that's in the contract.
No, it ain't. No, it's not. It's a whole separate document.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Started August 1st.
Started August 1st. Yeah. So what does that look like? Having just another document?
Well, I've talked to an attorney and title company. Had lunch with him last Friday. I mean, we're gonna do an interview tomorrow, but I'll get it produced hopefully over the weekend. Get it edited. Basically just have to double close. Just nutshell, double close, transactional funding. No, it's one monkey, don't stop no show.
Don't stop no show. Dr. DeChesify, yes. Do you still do 50-50 deals? If so, how can someone get started with you?
Yeah, we still do that. Now, most of our energy is targeting self-storage and land right now, but if someone sends a house deal, we'll take it on. Still same rules apply, which, it's been a struggle to get it there, but needs to be off market. And my definition of off market is you did not find this deal on the internet. Social media is the internet for sale anywhere. You personally are dealing with the owner, not your friend, your partner, the person that contacted me. Your name is on the contract.
Okay.
And obviously it needs to be a great deal. But that's what Zombs and Dealulator.com will help you do. Those calculators should get you where you need to be. Don't start manipulating the numbers. The numbers are the numbers or whatever. ARV, repairs, plug it in, how much you want to make. It's going to tell you what you need to be offering. If that's not the case, then it's not going to be a wholesale cash deal. Now, some other things you can do if you know how to do it, such as owner financing, but as far as just a cash deal, run them through the calculator. If the numbers work, then, hey, let's get it.
All right.
Assuming you're doing all the other stuff I said before.
Okay. Cheryl, I see you in our...
It's hard not to look at.
I know. We've said this plenty of times before. I just need to move behind it. So then you're looking at me.
Ain't got no room. We ain't got no room for that.
I mean, all I need is the laptop. Yeah. This can stay right here.
So what you gonna stand up?
I'm gonna roll my chair and have the laptop in my lap. And Cheryl, I see you in our rating room. Just once your profile picture comes down and I actually see you.
Have a camera on.
Yes, and you were talking.
Oh, I could have stopped. You could just cut me off. You just should have put on. I would have stopped.
Okay, Cheryl, just come on back. Let me know. Give me a wave, so we can get your property comp. Oh, there she go.
I'm not. He just said that we can't find anything. You don't want us to find nothing on the internet. The situation was the seller has it on Zillow. I actually called her today, and she has a price that she wants to go at. So I don't know. Yeah, she bumped it down. She's trying to find a buyer. She wants me to find a seller for her. And
well, no, so
find a buyer for her. She wants me to find a buyer for her.
So that conversation already went south because you're not a real estate agent. You don't find buyers for sellers. You put them. You are the buyer. It's just the law allows you to assign that agreement over to someone else. But being that it's already advertised online, we're normally not going to be interested. Normally,
okay. Unless
you just get it. If she's asking 200,000 and you can get it for 100, I will probably want to look at it.
Okay.
Where are you located?
Me, I'm in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Plenty of real estate out there to have, Miss Cheryl.
Oh,
to
okay.
Cheryl Ford.
I will be calling. I'll be back on.
All right, love it. Thank you for joining us, baby.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye. Have a good one. Okay. Hold on. Let me scroll back up to the top because Lord, we got a few in this chat that is on me today. They're skipping my question. Okay. I don't want to skip that question. Let's see here. Los Angeles Home and Lifestyle says, I'm a realtor and do not want my wholesale deals going through my broker. They can't get none of this. Is there a different contract I can use?
Well, the conflict there, it shouldn't be a conflict. It's just like, so, and I wish she was on so I can ask her these questions. I already know the answer.
Mm-hmm,
But if you bought a house that you fixed and flipped, would the broker still get some of that?
No.
Now, if you list it, he'll get some of that.
Right.
Right. If you list it. But that's only you know what I'm saying? But in this situation with a wholesale deal, I'll put it like this. If you just buy a property and it's not listed online anywhere, right?
Right.
And you ain't doing it to the broker automatically get some of that. If you buy it for sale by owner,
Well, why would they?
that's what I'm saying.
They
This
had
is the
nothing to do
same
with that.
thing.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing.
Okay. Well,
Now, if it's a listed property,
yeah.
okay, yeah, you in their world now. But if it's for sale by owner, no.
Okay. That's good. To know. Wanda wants to know, what about the truck parking?
If an agent, and some agents make a really good live, don't get me wrong, but I can guarantee you that the average investor that at the same level of success that they're making a whole lot more money. A real estate agent should look at their license as only a tool to make investments. And when they can't buy a property that fits into their buy box as an investment, it should be then listed. That should be like the last option.
Okay.
Is listing it.
Okay. Well, she says, how do I get online to chat? Text the word Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243. And you can come on and we can ask those follow-up questions because I'm sure you have some good knowledge that you could share as well. We'd love to have you here. The Real Caleb says, Flipman, I got my first wholesale deal under contract. Rolled up on me. Getting title work started tomorrow. I'm super excited.
Oh, that's what's up. Love it.
Okay. Well, she did follow up and said, I'm using the realtor contract. So you don't need to use
you don't need to use that. Again, now if it's a listed property, then yeah, you're in that world now. But if it's for sale by owner, no, don't use that contract. Text the word contract to 205-964-5243. The number one wholesale contract in the world. It's free. Plus, I show you. Well, it won't be a big deal for you, but I show you how to fill it out in that video for sellers and buyers. I show you how to fill it out for sellers and buyers, and I show you how to get it signed virtually, electronically.
All right. So Wanda wants to know, what about the truck park? Don't you do it.
I was gonna make a little smart comment.
What about the truck parking? I'm getting pushback from commercial realtors. Please help. I may be giving the property owners too much information.
Well, okay, so I can already tell you it's going to be difficult to go through a broker to get that done. You're going to have to target properties that are not for sale in most cases, right? Because you need to get directly to the property owner. See, a broker can't see how they're going to get paid from that deal. So guess what's going to happen? They're not going to push it. It's that simple. Just think about it, people. When you see a real estate agent, a real estate broker, they are worried about their bills first, which is okay. Now, they'll say, no, I'm being professional. I'm thinking like, come on now. Now, two things can be true. You could be worried about your bills and still be professional, but trust me, we know which one is first.
Gotcha.
Feed your family. That's just a human instinct. So when you involve that other individual into a deal, they're going to be making decisions selfishly. If that's the right word. Okay. For themselves. So You come to them saying, hey, would the owner be interested in doing a revenue share on some truck parking, meaning no money is being exchanged? So how is the broker going to get it paid? You think they're going to push that?
No.
Now, if you figure out a way how they're going to get paid, and they're not going to want a percentage because they want guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? See, the owner, for them, it's a vacant property, maybe been vacant for years. They don't have nothing to lose. Correct. But for the broker, they got their time or whatever little time they got into it, maybe some money or whatever. They want to know how they're going to get paid. Now, you figure that part out, then they'll listen to you. Otherwise, you need to avoid those.
Gotcha.
Did I seem like I was screaming?
It was a little. I'm not going to say aggressive. I
want people to really, when you're dealing with an agent or broker, people done tons of deals with them, but you have to understand the mindset and you have to play on it in order for you to be able to do a deal, because they thinking about themselves first.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you get that part and you make sure they can eat, there's opportunities.
Okay. All right. Winston Johnson says, what up, doe, Flipman? So when buying a property on seller finance, let's say 0%, 0 down, and split their asking purchase price into 360 equal payments, what's the highest over market value you would pay, assuming it's cash flowing, of course, at like $400, $500 a month?
What? Give me them terms again. You remember what he said? Can you just tell it to me?
0% across the board. Seller financing, 0%,
no interest.
0 down, split the asking purchase price into 360 payments. Right?
What's the question?
What's the highest over market value you would pay?
If he gonna do 0 down, 0 interest?
Yes.
Well, you can look at it this way.
Okay.
Even if you got the best rate available, I don't even know what it is, 6% or whatever.
Okay.
If we did, let's do this. Let's do this, Agent Prince.
Not the whole
the old now. They ain't what you go by now. So
don't do that. It's hyphenated. I go by both.
Okay. All right. So so I'm gonna pull up a mortgage calculator really quick.
Okay.
I like numbers. So we're gonna use 150,000. We're gonna use 200,000 on this calculator. This is an interest on. This is a balloon. This might not be the best calculator. Let me use a regular mortgage calculator because this is a balloon payment calculator I'm gonna use. So
Enosh says he got his first truck parking property owner signed.
Okay. Let's see. What is it called? Mortgage calculator.
Okay.
Loan calculator.
Hey guys, while he's pulling that up, if you have not hit the like, subscribe, share button, please do so. We don't ask for much around here. I really don't ask for nothing, but please do so. Hit that like button. There's quite a few of you on. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all of that good stuff. Hit the like button and make sure you hit the bell to subscribe so you're notified when new content is uploaded or when Ty goes live.
All right, so this is just a regular calculator right here, right?
Okay.
All right, so on 200 grand, what's the interest rate? 6%. No down payment.
Were you sharing?
Did you want to share the screen?
I was just asking, did you know you weren't if you intended
to? Do I need to say?
No, okay. We're listening.
All right, so 200. So the loan is for $200,000. That's what you're paying for the house.
Okay.
Okay, the payment on that, now this is not with any taxes or insurance included, but the loan on the house is $200,000. That's the principal. So your payment is $1,199, $99. So basically $1,200. All right, so 30-year loan. So you're going to pay back, I hope this is right here. I'm using a balloon calculator, but it should be right. You're going to pay back $431,000.
On 200,000?
On 200,000.
Duh, it is a ripoff.
You're gonna pay $231,000 in interest. So
That's crazy.
you can pay a significant amount over that 200,000. If it's worth 200, if it's worth 200 ARV today,
Mm-hmm.
you can give them 250, 300, and it's still gonna be better than that 30 years.
But you need to tell them that.
Huh?
They need to understand that.
Who needs to understand that?
The
seller.
The seller.
Well, yeah, you'll show them what it is over. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you need to. The way it look like they doing whatever you want them to do. I don't know what the dynamic is on that.
Okay.
But I'm just giving an example. So you borrowed 200,
right?
But you pay back 431. I mean, well, you're gonna pay back 430, which is an additional. You pay back the 200, you're gonna pay back an additional 231,000.
That's crazy.
That's a serious hustle right there.
That's a serious hustle.
Some people say
you gotta pay it
you
off.
take that extra and you invest it in something normally at a higher rate.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go to that. Now you can do things like pay additional principal, and that reduces that down greatly, or whatever. But a lot of people make the exact payment, but that is,
and be sitting there and pay triple, double, almost
definitely double. Working on triple.
Okay, all right.
The game been good to me.
Okay, so where is the contract for truck parking?
You need to watch the video.
Okay.
They need to follow the instructions in the video.
Okay. Saul watched the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, because it was somebody I really wanted to ask. Because I'm
text the word SEMI, SEMI to 205-964-5243. Text the word semis. Whenever you text something, you only text what the instructions. Don't put a emoji, your signature on it, because you ain't gonna get nothing back. It has to be that word only.
Okay. TikTok. How many calls should I be making when cold calling? So what's the golden number for the day?
Well, it depends on what type of device you have. So how many calls should you be making for cold calling? It depends on to start with the equipment you're using. What type of device are you using?
My phone.
If you're using your phone, if you can knock out 100, 150, you killing it.
Okay.
My you VA. Got to literally pick it up, wait for it to, you're killing it.
My VA.
Oh, they're using a dialer.
Okay.
They're using a dialer, thousands.
Okay.
It's high hundreds for sure a day. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you ain't gonna get most people on the phone.
What other way?
And a lot of people get on the phone, they don't want to talk to you. So.
Manual call, dialer calling, VA calling. If your VA doesn't have a dialer.
Well, like for the self-storage, ours don't use a dialer.
Okay.
They just use Vumber.
But how many should they be calling a day?
I don't know how many. I could look at it, but it's producing.
But the dialer is
it's a higher dollar payday, so it can.
Okay, give us some suggestions on dialer. Still Mojo? No joke.
You tripping. Text the word dialer to 205-964-5243.
Okay, got that, guys. Dialer. D-I. I don't be paying attention. Obviously.
I see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ladracus Salone. That's what we all here for. He says, how can I start making money? All right. Okay, guys, we're at our end. We're not going anywhere. Don't worry. We're not going anywhere, but we are going to get into the topic of today's Flippinar. Flippinar number 279. And Ty is going to tell us, how can one wholesale deal change your life? You gonna tell me how?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us.
All right. So the topic for today is, how can one wholesale deal change your life? Now, it can be looked at in a lot of different ways. All right. For me personally, when I started this, I didn't even know something like this existed. Like a lot of people when they first find out about it, real estate investing exists because you're living somewhere. Right. Normally, if it's an apartment, that's a total investment, right? An investor is behind that. Now, house not always the case. But with that being said, I knew nothing about quote unquote wholesaling. Didn't know anything like that existed. All right. So when I was introduced to it, just getting a little backstory on myself, I got the entrepreneur bug in my early 20s when I was in college. I wasn't one of these kids that grew up, selling a newspaper route and lemonade stands or anything like that. I didn't even know probably the word entrepreneur existed in my teens. I'm pretty sure I didn't, right? All I cared about is a couple things. And so, for me, when I wholesale my first deal, wasn't a lot of money in the scheme of things, but I can't even tell you what it has meant to me since then. Is that one deal that I made only $2,500? I say only. That was more than a pay. That was more than what I would get every 2 weeks. So that $2,500 I made on my very first deal in March of 2003 was life-changing. Couple of reasons. The money was cool. Didn't take long to blow that. But I had failed at so many other entrepreneur ventures that proof that this worked was life-changing. Mentally and financially. Definitely financially, but probably more valuable to me mentally. So for you, your paycheck or your payday may be $25,000. So it's definitely going to change you financially, right? I don't even care if you're already making six figures, right? 25 grand is 25 grand, right? That's going to pay something. All right. So, but for a lot of people, that's like definitely life change. But for that amount of money for you to see it hit your bank account, it is a beautiful thing. Right. And so mentally, you're just going to look at the whole world. You should now look at the whole world differently as far as opportunities. Right. So one deal. Number one, it proves to you that, oh, this stuff works. I can sit here and talk and have other people on say they done made this much money. I done made this much money. All of that is great. But until you actually make it, it is all nothing. It's just like nothing until you make it. You make some money. Now, you're going to have to put your work in, at the end of the day. That's why I personally take the approach of not really displaying what I do or what I have. I'll put other people out there to display because I think, that's more because their story is probably going to be more similar to yours than mine, me being 20 years in, but not how I make money, not how much money I make, but how do I make the money? That's what's important, in my opinion. And so that's why I'm going to approach things. But that's why one deal for me personally changed my life financially is because of the mindset that this stuff works, and I have a real shot at accomplishing my goals as one to being self-employed, some financial serious stability, being able to help loved ones when needed within reason. And obviously, I know there's no limit on the amount of money that can be made in reality, and that's just a stepping stone. So for me, again, the mental side of it was everything. That $2,500 might as well been $25,000, might as well been $250,000. The day I left that closing with those two ladies, they were happy that I got their house sold that their mom left to them. They were tired landlords, like a lot of people. Mom died. We're not going to sell this house. We got too many memories. After 5 years of letting relatives rent it, not paying, tearing it up, renting it, somebody tearing it up, they having to fix it. They was what, Adrian? They was TL, tired landlords. And they were, when we left that closing, they were happy for me. They said, how much did you get, Taylor? And I showed it to them. They were, happy. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all you got to say about it. That's all you got to say about that. All right. That guy says once you get that first deal, it proves concept. Everybody's saying yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah, preach, preach, brother, preach. That was good.
Thumbnail time.
Hold on. We got Jacqueline. We need to let Jacqueline slide in here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Boom. How you doing?
Okay, hi. How are you?
Boy, y'all coming in hot. They don't even give us a chance to ask where they calling from. They just, I'm here.
We ain't gonna rush.
I'm the realtor here. I'm the realtor. So I have the question that I was asking, because what you're saying about realtors, they want to get that money first. Come on now, that's some real stuff. As a realtor, you taking food off our table. However, for myself, I'd really try to play fair, but I don't want you to take food off my table. So here's my question. The question was this: as a realtor, I use my real estate contracts. I'm not exactly sure if I use my real estate contract, and it does say assignment, but I have to probably go through the broker. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let's do this. First of all, what I would encourage you to do, Jacqueline, I would encourage you to first establish you an LLC if you haven't already done, or some business entity.
I have an LLC.
That's what you're going to see. You operate. It'd be just like you got if you're doing, I don't know, Jacqueline's Cupcakes, LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Your broker ain't gonna get none of that, right?
When I have a transaction, they do.
Wait a minute. I'm following me here. If you sell cupcakes on the Jacqueline Cupcakes LLC, is your broker gonna get some of those proceeds?
I'm telling you, yes, because listen.
He gonna get some of your cupcake business?
Yes, listen. Because
you ain't following me. You ain't following me on bleed.
I guess I'm not.
No, I'm trying to be hypothetical here. Is that if you had a side business that you were baking cupcakes and selling them, but you were operating on the Jacqueline's Cupcake LLC, would your real estate broker get some of your cupcake money?
If I don't use any of their information, yes, you're right. They would not get any. They would not.
It's the same thing. Jacqueline Buys Houses LLC. You're not operating. You're not using that contract. You're not operating under any of that.
Oh, got it. So here. Okay, so now I got an aha moment. Now I'm not using the real estate contract. That's why I asked, is there a different contract that I need to use in order for the broker not to get any of the proceeds?
Yeah. Now, if it's a listed property, then I'm not sure how they still shouldn't be able to, and you'll buy it under Jacqueline's Buys Houses LLC or whatever, but that gets a little gray at that point. But again, you're buying it for your own personal investment, right? You're not listing the property. Now, if you list it, like you buy it to do a renovation and then you fix it, put it back on them, okay, your broker gonna get some of that. But if you're just wholesaling it, whereas it's just a purchase, they don't get none of that. That's your personal investment.
Okay, I got you. I understand now. So the whole thing is not using my real estate contract in order for them not to.
Well, again, if it's a listed property, agents are only going to use the bar.
Yes, I got
contract.
that part.
But I'm just saying, if it's your own personal investment, is the part where they can't. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I got it. I understand what you're saying now. I understand. Okay, I got it. So I think that's all clear.
Where are you located?
I'm located in Los Angeles.
That's right. Okay, that's in LA. Okay, I was out there when that was May, late May.
Out here where there's a lot of stuff out here to get. But you know what is
better? I have a guy that I hope he does the interview with. His name is start with a K. Anyway, so he made $22,000. He said it last week, and he did text me. So hopefully we'll coordinate that over the weekend. And he said on Tuesday, I won't tell the whole story. But anyway, but yeah, he made $22,000. He's out there in LA too. But go ahead though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I've been looking out of state.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
If you're doing houses, you need to be right there where you are. You got millions of people that you're dealing with.
Okay.
Millions. And then the real estate is so high, whereas like
You're
his
right.
check is 22,000. That's going to be normal. A
Yeah,
check in
you're right.
Birmingham, Alabama, 8 to 12,000 may be normal, but out there 20 plus will be normal.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So don't go outside my backyard.
That's a
Don't
whole
leave
nother
my
picture.
backyard. Don't leave my backyard.
Well, I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying starting out you have no reason to, because it's too much. It's too much opportunity out there.
Okay, I see. Okay, I got it. Okay, well, thank you so much for that. I just started looking at. I've been looking at your videos, but I kind of like. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, I decided to just jump on in here and jump on in the water and
All right,
check
let's
it
get
out.
it. All right,
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it.
Thank you so much.
Waterfall.
All right, oh yeah.
So keep telling them about the realtors, because they don't want nobody taking food off their table.
No.
And I manage properties too. So don't
Really? Okay.
don't come after my properties.
Oh wow! Hey, I know I was telling the truth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So let's give a scenario. So if I called you, I saw a for rent sign in the yard, you had something posted online, and say, hey, this property at 123 Main Street. My name is Ty. Do you think the owner would be interested in selling this property? What's your response?
My response would be no, they're not interested.
But you didn't even ask them though.
But wait a minute. This is what I'm gonna say. No, they're not interested, but I'll ask.
And never do.
No, I'll ask. No, I do. You know what? I pretty much do what I say I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But I do it in a way like you don't want to really do this.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. You just took the words out of my mouth. See, okay, so let's give it enough. That's okay. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, so yeah, the agent will go and make the offer. You may make a law. I'm just take the property manager, just a normal offer. You listed a property or whatever. They'll go make the offer, but just like you said, I'm obligated to make this offer to you. Somebody made an offer. They made a low baller, but we can do better than that, So
right,
and they'll be like, okay, but
that's right.
If you go to them and say, I know we wanted to give $400 for this, but somebody made an offer for $290. I don't believe we can beat that. They like, you really think so? I'm like, yeah, I don't believe we can beat that. They're gonna probably do what you say.
That's exactly right. Because I've had to sell some of my properties that I've managed.
Okay.
I make sure they come back to me, but then I make sure they get top dollar.
You do single family or multi-family or both?
I do both.
Okay.
Yeah, but I make sure they get some money though. Because
what type of neighborhoods you deal in?
I deal in the high end neighborhood.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you deal with millions. Okay.
Yeah. So give her the scenario that you always have about, okay, if you bring the deal to the offer, you're talking to the realtor, right? Mm-hmm. And she gives you, the wholesaler, the opportunity to fully explain, like the scenario, like 400.
But now if you come and wholesale and I'm not interested in that one.
Well, yeah, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. All right, so first you got to ask this question. So in the state of California, can you double dip?
Yes.
So you can represent the seller and the buyer?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Like,
all right, so here we go. Are we going to use $1 million because that's common out there?
Right.
$1 million. Okay, so all right. So what you would normally do? What percentage you would normally do on $1 million?
Well, okay, it's a 6%. 6%.
So y'all still do 6 on $1 million?
Yeah, you think I don't?
Hey, God, so anyway,
I will come down to. Wait a minute, I will come down to a 5, but I ain't coming down too much more lower than that.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the 6. That's easy for me.
Right,
we're gonna go with the 6. That's easy for me to calculate. Okay, so all right, so normally if you list the property, Jackie, for $1 million, 6% commission. It's rare you're gonna bring a buyer to the table. Another agent's gonna bring the buyer, right?
Is it what now?
It's rare that you're gonna list it and you produce the buyer. Normally, another agent is gonna bring your buyer, right?
Yeah, majority of the time they do, but I'm out hustling looking for a buyer.
I got you. I got
But
you.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
hustling.
so that other agent brings the buyer, then that means you're gonna have to do what with that 6%?
Oh, now I don't split it. I don't split it 3 and 3 now. They get 2.5.
Oh, so y'all don't do 50%?
No, it all depends on the agent.
Okay, so you're gonna do it. Well, let's go with me. So you're gonna know you have to give up a good portion of it. So we're
Okay,
gonna go with
3%. Okay,
keep my
3%.
math easy. Make it easy for me.
Okay,
All
3
right, so
3.
you were going to make 60 grand on that deal, but because another agent brought it to the brought a buyer to the table, now you're gonna make 30 before
30.
you split with your broker, right?
Right.
Okay, so if I come to you and say, "Hey, Jackie," all right, so they're asking $1 million. It needs work. You know, some people are still y'all are still ask retail and know it needs work. But
Right.
hey, but so I come to you, Jack, and I say, "Hey, let me see." So I come to you, so I say, I want to offer 700,000. Now I'm in a buyer position. You already have the listing, so I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just saying if you just get what just happened. So I'm gonna offer 700. So now you have an opportunity to double dip. So what you gonna do on that offer? Well, how are you gonna present that to your client, the seller?
Oh, well, honestly, I really honestly, I would want to get my seller what she really wants, even though I may be have an opportunity to double dip.
Okay. All right.
That's just Jacqueline.
Well, let's just say this. All right.
That's just
So
how Jacqueline rolls.
I'm saying, but how are you going to approach it as far as when you go back and have the conversation?
I would tell.
Are you going to tell them, or are you going to tell them to wait?
No, I'm going to tell them. When I go back to them, I would let them know that we got an offer on the table of 700,000. I understand that you are looking for $1 million, and I am absolutely confident that we can get that $1 million. So now it's a choice up to you if you want to accept this 700 or want to wait and get this $1 million that you want.
You see, she did exactly what I thought. She didn't think that through. And now you do know on that 700 you were gonna make $13,000 more if you would took that, if you'd have did the deal with 700. You personally would have made 13 more thousand. You want to tell you how? Is that 6% on 700,000 is 43,000. 3% on $1 million is 30,000.
I understand. I got you.
See, most agents won't get that automatically. They just gonna hear 700 and that.
But what I hear Jacqueline saying, is I have integrity and I want to make sure. That don't mean you ain't got no integrity. No. I hear
yes, I do.
Ask for $1 million. I want them to have $1 million. That don't mean that. Let me finish.
No, that's
so
true.
It's not really that. It's because your seller asked for $1 million, but did your seller really ask for $1 million, or did you put it in their head that they needed to ask for $1 million?
No.
Knowing that the house really needs work and 700,000 is really what they should get. So at what point is it for self, for greed, for the seller, or do we just make it make sense for everybody?
All could be true, but what she's saying is that a lot of times the seller's totally going on what you say they should get. They're not saying, "Hey, this is what I want." They going on what.
So what the agent you have the faith of the seller that you're going to do what's best, and if what you present it to them on the table,
they may need that money right then.
I need it now.
$300,000 they may need that money.
Why am I waiting?
You know what? I hear what you both are saying. So I have to be honest. I work a little differently than most agents do. Okay. So I don't set the price. I sit here and I present what's out there. Okay. And then I ask them to set the price for what we have here. I don't say out of my mouth because I've been in business since 2006. So I've had this too many times. It says, well, Jacqueline, you told me that we can get this. So now I had to back that up, and we gonna look at everything, and then you set the price from what we're looking at. So if it says $1 million, then we gonna go for that $1 million, and that's it. And I hear and she's right. I hear what you're saying that I would get. I'm not looking at me because I tell all my sellers I'm not gonna get rich off of one transaction. I don't get rich off of one. I gotta have plenty more. So I work a little differently. I'm sorry. So
I got. Well, yeah.
I hear you with that 7, but if the comps and everything is saying 8 or 9, a million,
Well,
we
where
gonna
does
go
it?
for that.
What does it play in the role in the seller say? Yeah, I know we can wait a little long, but you can't tell me how long it's gonna take for me to get that million. We literally about to get put out. You know what I'm saying?
Then we'll roll with that.
Okay, all right. But sometimes the seller may not be that transparent. I guess that's where because they may say, yeah, I'll take that. But the agent still may talk them out of it. I guess because sometimes people just don't want to share where they are financially or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just that down that the point I'm trying to make, the agents have a lot of influence. And it ain't always in the best interest of the seller. That's the only point I'm making. I ain't saying this you by no means, Jack. I'm just saying that's a lot of it. So.
And you're right. We do. I just feel the vacancy for one of my properties that I do manage, and she wanted to see all the tenants. I mean, all the applications, but I knew who I wanted because I met with them and all of that. She didn't meet with them, but I kind of put it in her ear who I wanted, and even though she had to pick from a few, she picked who I wanted.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this.
That influence.
Isn't it pretty? It's pretty difficult to evict people out there in California compared to other parts of the country.
No. Okay, so in Los Angeles it is. Okay. So when you're in Los Angeles, yes. Uh-huh. When you're out the outskirts of Los Angeles, then it's a different policy and everything. It's not hard to evict. No, not what. Okay. No.
It's just in LA tripping. Okay.
Yeah, that's at LA. They go for the tenant. Me personally, as a landlord, honestly, I would not buy a property in Los Angeles because they are more tenant. I'm sorry. I'm going, because they're to manage. I'm talking about to keep.
Yeah. People
the
are hustling you, man.
To flip, yes. Yeah. But the keep, because they're all about the tenant.
Yeah.
And people I've had friends to lose their houses because of the way that LA have their policy set up for the tenants.
Okay.
So it's like I don't.
So basically, Miss Jacqueline, I need to come to LA and squat in the house, and y'all can.
There you go. Come on now. That's right. Squat. That's right.
I'm here to clean the windows and never leave.
That's it. I'm telling you. So anyway, hey, it's nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, that was good. I really appreciate it. Please join us again. You'll be our resident agent.
Okay, then. Like you guys.
Yeah,
bye. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. You too. Bye.
All right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was good. All right, thumbnail time. We'll get out of here. So, all right, so we got the thumbnail. The topic was, how can one wholesale deal change your life? How can one wholesale deal change your life? You see the thumbnail. We rate it 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, and we take all constructive criticism. So,
I go first.
Might as well.
Okay, so.
I'll put it back up.
Yes, just for a second. So I get just one. So if I didn't know the title of the show, just one, I would get just one deal. Just one deal to what? And I know we keep saying put the money on it, but I guess I don't know whether I would get that or whether I just know you and know what we're talking about, and I just fill in the blanks. But it's not really conveyed. It's just my brain knowing what this is about.
What's your number, man? Stop tripping. What's your number?
I give it a 4.
Okay, all right.
A 4.
All right.
I do like this black red color scheme. Okay. I see it now. Okay. It is good. All right. So 5 being it's great, it's awesome. The message and the thumbnail matches up, or 1 not so much. Taking any suggestions. So Chef Darnell always give you a daggone 5. I swear y'all I'm sorry, that's being real haterish. Saul Rickenbacker at 5, Vincent Martinez 5, Deonica 5. Steven Synergy 6 figures. That might be in response to something else. Courtney Powell 5, Ricky Hughes 5. Celestine says lose the cigar. I know why Flipman always smoking now. What is wrong? He's stressed. Debbie and Scooter 5. Enosh, 5. Vendetta says 5. D Young gave you a 5. Stephanie Cage, 5. Wanda gonna give you a 5. Ricardo Stevens.
I love you, Wanda.
Ricardo says 5. God damn it. That's on there. Right. Ryan Bowman, 5. ZDBB. DeBebe. 5. That guy, 5. Lamont Ellis, 5. Sandra, 5. Gonzalo, 5. Ashley said it's a legit 5. Cass says 5. And Making Sense says 4.9. Yes. That's what you got. I really want to say it's a 5. Oh, Robert Driscoll had to tip that 4.9 over you for you and gave you a 5.1 to keep you at a solid 5.
Okay.
Yes, and Lalisa 5 and Craig 5. Wanda says she loves you too. And Jamming always gives you a 5. So you got a 5.
Okay.
Oh, and now Aretha Collier says 5 because I don't want to get in trouble this time. You ain't getting in no trouble. Tell them how you really feel.
Hey, if you like the topic being explained and you want to bless us, so we eat sardines all next week.
That's
Cash out at $Ask Flip Man.
$Ask Flip Man.
Yes.
Okay, Courtney, text 205-964-5243. I did see your message earlier. Courtney had a question about a truck parking space. Someone also mentioned having the course but not being able to they've previously been able to, but like within the last 7 days, they're like getting like a little glitch or something. You can text as well.
Yeah, just text me and I'll get you going the right direction.
Okay. Courtney said, Deal shares. Chef Darnell says the cigar shows power. Is that what the cigar is supposed to be doing?
What's up, man? Say like, hey, this is how we get doing.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Courtney, it wasn't about truck parking. It was about a land deal. But yeah,
hey, a cigar take me right out of here.
Oh, right.
Like literally.
In the hospital, lungs collapsed.
Hey, take me right out. Literally. Right, lungs collapse, heart failure, all that. Hey, toenails fall off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yeah, can do it. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamming always. I did mean to read that. Is there a subject to contract?
Really not my lane. So to answer the question, no.
Okay. Cool. There you have it.
But all right, guys, love it. Really appreciate everyone that's joined us tonight. Adria showing up and doing her thing, making this so easy for me to pull this off. The Cash App is up there. Just bless your boy if you want to. I ain't even tripping. I don't know. Try to get some more content out this weekend. Appreciate everyone that watches, comments. Really appreciate it. And so please share this, like this. We have 149 people watching right now on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, LinkedIn. What I say?
No. I have something. We read Wanda's question and you said, I'll get back to it. And we went off on something else and never came back to it.
What was it?
It was about truck parking and possibly giving out too much information. And you said, yeah, you probably are. And you went to something else.
Well, no, that was the broker thing. I thought I saw she was really saying the brokers. She was talking about the broker. That's why I went off on that tangent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So, hey, we'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Bye.
Flip man. It's the Flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that.